Start over. Play it again. What was that? Hey everybody, I'll be with you in a minute. Setting things up. I got my house band playing right now. My son is playing us in. Be with you guys in just a second. Getting the computer set up. There we go. Thank you so much, house band. Thank you. Let's hear it for the 80s Life house band playing us in. I'm sure you all know what he was playing. All right, let's see who's in here. Cobra Spotted Wolf, hi, how you doing? Robert, what's up? Ryan, hello. Mike, how's it going? Hello in Alabama. Jonathan, what's up? Eric, how are you? Area 51, what's going on? Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. He says, White Man Can't Jump video was bomb. Thank you. Yeah, if you all have not seen it yet, White Man Can't Jump just went live over the weekend. I like it. I'm happy with the way it came out. Wish I could have found there's a few locations I wasn't able to track down, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. What's going on here? This is a summer school shirt. Let me see if I can show you the whole thing. It's Chainsaw and Dave's Horror Movie Massacre. And yeah, it's an awesome shirt. I got this, well, my wife got it for me for my birthday. And it is from 8-Bit Zombie, which is an amazing company. I've talked about them before. And eventually I'm going to have to do a video on that company because they are just amazing. Charles, thank you so much. Says, loved White Man Can't Jump video. Bam Bam, how's it going? Hello in Toledo, Ohio. That's so cool. All I know is that when your theme music plays, I air keyboard to it every time. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Oh, Jonathan, well, thank you for being here. Says this is first time catching a live stream. So welcome to the live chat. I'm excited to have you here. Did you ever go to the Golden Mall in Burbank in the 70s or 80s? I don't think so. I don't know what the Golden Mall is. Well, I was born in 79, so I didn't go in the 70s. Maybe someone else knows. In the 80s, I didn't leave, like, I guess it would be called like the Central Valley, like Reseda. Well, North Hollywood, Van Nuys, Reseda. I didn't really leave that area too much. Jovan Lopez, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Oh, that is a good question, JNC. I haven't got the batteries in the fart machine yet. He definitely was bugging me about it, but I've been so busy the last couple of weeks with everything going on. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because yeah, he was bugging me quite a bit about it. Michael, how you doing? Hello in San Diego. Mike, how's it going? John, hello. Robert, I think Robert knows what the song was my son was playing. Hello in Florida. Hey, hello in Reseda, my hometown. We watch you here in Puerto Rico. That's awesome. Thank you so much for watching me in Puerto Rico. Thank you, everybody, for watching me everywhere. Oh, sorry. Trying to catch back up here. The chat's going crazy on my end. Well, okay, so you asked, I wonder how much the apartment Billy and Rosie Perez lived in White Man Can't Jump rented for in 1992 versus now. But I mean, like I showed in my video, the it's torn down and it's now a luxury apartment. So obviously it would be a great deal more. But you know what? Even if they didn't build a new luxury apartment, yeah, it would still be a ton more. They would have just put a paint job on that old rundown one and charged $3,000 for it. Oh, Eric, thank you so much for that. Eric says your son is very talented. Thank you. And I'm sure he would thank you as well. He has exited the 80s Life studio. Hey, German in Venice is in the house. What's going on? German in Venice says, White Man Can't Jump. Really good vlog. Thank you so much for that. And I'm sure most of you in here are familiar with German in Venice. He has got a really great channel where he shows, what's going on around LA. And we definitely watch his videos here at my house. So very cool to have him here in the live chat, in the live stream. Good to see you, German in Venice. When I was, by the way, when I was in Venice filming the White Man Can't Jump stuff, I was keeping an eye out for you, hoping I would run into you, but I never did. Maybe that was the day. No, I was going to say maybe that was the day you were with Adam the Woo going around LA, but that was more recent. Any upcoming Chips videos soon? Absolutely. It's been a while since I've done a Chips video, and I hope to have one for October. So fingers crossed that I'm able to get that put together. October is approaching fast, so I got to get on it. Blackbeard, how's it going? Kurt Cobain, how are you? Hello in West Hills. That's where I was born. Oh, thank you for correcting the spelling of my name. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. So yeah, if for those of you that have not noticed or haven't been paying attention, or maybe have not been getting the alerts, because a lot of you have been telling me that you have not been getting alerts from YouTube, which really bums me out, and I don't know what to do about that. But I just dropped a White Man Can't Jump video over the weekend, and then right before that, I posted a new video. It was like a video for my birthday. It was me talking about going to Marineland on my birthday in 1986, and I posted a Stranger Danger video that my parents had made of me at Marineland in 1986. The bummer about that video, there was some kind of a glitch. I don't know if it was because of putting Stranger Danger in there or what, but it kept shutting off the comments I had to keep going and turning the comments back on over and over again. And it like didn't put the video out to people. Like we checked and it wasn't coming up in the feeds. And so barely anybody saw that video. Kind of bums me out. But then again, I was really embarrassed to show that video of me in 1986. So maybe that was the universe helping me out. I don't know. But that video is there. If you haven't seen it, head over to my page and check it out. It is kind of a funny video, very nostalgic. You know, like I said, it shows me in 1986. And what else have I done recently? The White Man Can't Jump. And then I'm currently working on another filming location video that I'm pretty confident I'm going to have up sometime this week. Also, I'm always like really secretive about what I have coming up, but I'll go ahead and tell you. Along with that filming location video, I'm also working on another Memories of Magic Mountain video. This time, we're going to be walking around Magic Mountain and looking at some of the forgotten stuff in the park that's still there, like old relics of stuff, like hidden stuff, pieces of old rides and whatnot. So that, another filming location video, and then yeah, a lot of cool stuff planned for October. A lot coming up. I got a lot planned. Your kid on the keyboard for Beverly Hills Cop. What a ham trying to steal the show. That was, yeah, that was funny. Of course, that was planned. I wouldn't have yelled at him like that for trying to jump in the video. I wish Weird Science was coming up. That one is, you know, a little harder to do because it's not here, but I'm sure it will happen. Oh, JNC, you put batteries. I didn't even check. I just assumed it needed batteries. Let me pull it out and check. I'll pull it out tomorrow. I don't know why. I just assumed it didn't have batteries. Very nice of you. Thank you. Secret Admirer, that'd be a great one to do, and definitely will at some point. My bro just got a house right off of Tampa and Sherman Way. Oh, cool. I used to live right on Tampa and Sherman Way in the townhouses right there, like right on the corner. Hey, Sweet Tea Shelby, how are you? Hello in Ohio. First time on a live stream. Awesome. Just purchased 2 complete TV series box sets, Miami Vice and Chips. Nice. Well, hopefully you have, or at least will, watch my my Chips filming location videos. I got a lot more of those on the way. And welcome your first time at a live stream. Glad to have you here. Hello in Seattle. Hello in Calgary. John Matrix or John Rambo? Absolutely John Matrix. Commando is my favorite action movie. Let's see, Mr. Nova says, my farts smell horrible today. I am so sorry to hear that. Or I'm happy for you, depending on how that works out for you. My 5th grade teacher once put a fart machine under a girl's chair in class. He was the best teacher ever. You definitely wouldn't be able to do that today. What's up in Rancho Cucamonga? How you doing? Awesome. I see some people in here excited to see German in Venice. So glad he stopped by. Hey, how do you find all the information on your video? It just really depends on which video you're talking about. Some are just a lot of research, a lot of reading old articles, looking up old newspaper clippings. Some is just really studying the movie. Some is just already kind of knowing the locations, and some stuff is just there on Google. So it depends. Another Memories of San Fernando Valley video, that is coming up soon as well. I got you. German in Venice, you and Kurt should do a collab video since you're both in LA. Who else here had a Teddy Ruxpin? We wanted a Teddy Ruxpin, but we never got one in our house because they were really expensive. I want to say, I feel, weren't they like 80 bucks or something? I could be off on that, but I feel like they were like 80 bucks, and that was a lot of money for back then, especially for a stuffed animal. Have I got a Halloween video coming up? I will definitely have some Halloween themed videos coming up. My son and I just went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, but I decided not to make a video for a couple of reasons. One, because the only really 80s maze that they had was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They had Halloween, and I guess, depending on which Halloween, that could be considered 80s. Also, I wanted to just enjoy the time with my son instead of having to, be looking through a camera all night. So, and I'm glad that I did. I wanted to make a video, but I really am glad that I enjoyed my time with him. And then plus, everybody makes a video of Halloween Horror Nights. So, yeah, I decided not to. But I will definitely have some Halloween-themed videos coming up for sure. Boulevard Nights, stay tuned. I promise not to let you down. I am definitely a fan of the movie Rad. Kurt Cobain says, German in Venice, I have Michael Jackson, The Making of Thriller documentary on VHS. I have that as well, and it's actually the one that my parents bought me when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, so my parents bought me that VHS, and I was too scared to watch it. They came home, they put it in, and I refused to watch it. And they kept telling me, come on, you got to look, you got to look. I was turned around, covering my eyes. And they finally convinced me to look at the screen. And I remember I turned and I looked, and right when I looked at the screen, it was that close-up of the zombie with the blood coming out of his mouth, pouring down his chin. And I screamed and went back and covered my face. And I probably didn't watch that VHS for a really long time. It probably just sat on the shelf for, who knows, a year or two, and then eventually I watched it. What are you going to do a video about License Drive? If you're asking when I'm going to do a video about License to Drive, I already did 2 actually. License to Drive was actually the very first video I ever did. I eventually deleted that, and I did a brand new License to Drive video with a lot more locations. And you can find that on my page. It's one of my favorites because that's one of my favorite movies. I see we have got some trolls in here. That's good. I think that means that my channel is getting bigger, right? The more trolls that we have show up, the bigger the channel is. So that's good. I saw Suburbia for the first time. It sucked. I mean, I think if you, I don't know if you grew up in the punk scene or anything. If you didn't, you probably wouldn't really care for that movie. It was definitely a movie that you had to be like interested in that scene to enjoy. This show is too good. Glad I found it. Well, thank you if you're referring to my channel. I am very glad that you found found it as well. Hey guys, the 90s is great too. I see you're all saying the 90s are better than the 80s. 90s is great too, and if you read the description on my channel, it is called 80s Life, but my channel is a celebration of the 80s and 90s because that's the time that I grew up, the 80s and 90s. So, I mean, you'll notice, you know, just did White Man Can't Jump. I do lots of videos about the 90s. Yeah, License to Drive did it. It's there on the channel. I promise. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. Six Flags and film yourself on the rides. You don't want to see me on the rides. That's not, first of all, I don't really go on many rides anymore, but you wouldn't want to see me on them anyways. And Six Flags, at least at Magic Mountain, they are like super strict now. As soon as people take out their phones, they stop the rides. Yeah, I'm sure people still find ways to get away with it, but Point Break, definitely one that that I'll be doing. Nice, Complete Taxi series for 40 bucks from Walmart. Oh, enjoyed all the videos and binge watched them all. Well, thank you very much for that. LA Riot Upload, excellent work. Thank you very much. That was definitely one of my favorites. I put a lot of me into that video. Hey, Angels Win, how you doing? Good to see you. Have not done Tough Turf yet, but definitely will. Did your Terminator 2 video gain traction? It was great. Thank you for asking, and I appreciate that. It did, but definitely not what it would have if it didn't go through all of that. Yeah, so, oh well. Pump Up the Volume, Gleaming the Cube. I don't know if you guys are asking me to do these or if you're just like mentioning ones that you liked, but in case you're asking, did Gleaming the Cube. That was one of my favorites to do. I also did Pump Up the Volume. They do still have Not Scary Farm. We go every year. Well, actually haven't been for a couple of years. Hey, Eric C. Productions, good to see you. I am doing well tonight. How are you? Wildlife, another one that's on my list. Rad, I would definitely love to do a Rad video. That's up in Canada though, so whenever I can make my way back up to Canada. Repo Man, yeah, I did that one. That was fun to do, and I will actually, I think I will have some news about my Repo Man video in the near future. Fingers crossed on that. Your voice reminds me of Norm Macdonald. Yes, I'm told that like every day on YouTube. I was never told that before I started doing YouTube. I don't hear it, but that's fine. Doesn't bother me. I like Norm Macdonald. Hey, Korean Cardboard, good to see you. And my pleasure on the Can't Buy Me Love video. One of my all-time top 5 favorite movies. So that's one I had been waiting to do ever since the channel had begun. I was so excited to finally be able to do it. Born in East LA was a good video. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed doing that one as well. Before I get out of here, I want to mention really quick, and I will do another live stream where I'll talk more about this, but I just launched memberships for my channel, and if you don't know what those are, it's basically the same thing as Patreon. It's basically you pay a monthly fee and then you get some little perks. And so I launched that because I know that some people were saying they wanted to join my Patreon But I think that maybe some people didn't, want to go through the trouble of signing up for Patreon. So the cool thing about this is it's all on one platform. If you have a YouTube account, you don't have to do anything else. You just go and click join, and there's 3 different tiers to choose from, and they all have different rewards. And you can go look on my channel, click on the join button, and then it will show you the rewards. And there's a little introduction video that I made telling you about the rewards. And I think pretty soon I'm going to keep my Patreon, so don't worry about that if you're a member of my Patreon. I'm going to keep that, but pretty soon I'm probably going to remove a lot of the rewards on Patreon because it's just really hard for me to keep up with them, and I feel like I am letting my Patreon supporters down, and I definitely don't want to do that. The rewards on YouTube are a lot easier for me to keep up with because it's all on one platform. It's just easier. So pretty soon I will keep the Patreon, but pretty soon I'm going to remove most of the rewards. So if you're a Patreon member and you want to move over to YouTube, you can do that. Or if you don't want to be a Patreon or a YouTube, you can do that too. That's fine. I'm just happy to have you here on my channel. But if you are interested in the memberships, you can find it. You can find it on my channel. Just look for the button that says join, and when you click on that, it gives you all the info. Hey, Vinny, good to see you. What gauge guitar strings do I use? I bounce around. I used to really like using like 9s because they were just really easy to play, really easy on the fingers. And then, but I was always breaking strings, and like, why do I break strings so much? And then one of the bands that I was playing with, they had, he was like, why are your strings so light? And he had the roadie put like, oh, they were hybrid strings. I want to say they maybe started at 11 or something, and I was using those for a while, but I just really didn't like them. I didn't break strings though, hardly ever. And I can't remember what I have on there now. Maybe something in between. So I kind of bounce back and forth. And I was using, what strings? I used to use just like Super Slinkies, but then I got these. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up the strings that I was using. I got them from one of the roadie in the band that I was playing with. He gave me like a whole mess of these strings, and they were really good. I said I kind of stopped breaking strings once I started using them. I can't remember what they're called though. Sorry, I'm catching up. There's so many comments here. I want to try and catch up with a lot of them before I jump off of here. Glad to catch your live. Your videos are always good. 80s skater here, still skating. Awesome. I really got to get out and ride my board. Oh, it's like there's a dogfight going on outside. 976 Evil Location. That would be great. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Man, what's my favorite John Hughes movie? I don't know that I could answer that. Well, no, you know what? Actually, I can, because my favorite movie is Vacation, and that's technically a John Hughes movie. So there, that was actually easy to answer. Beyond that, though, maybe 16 Candles, but it might depend on the day. Nice. Eric C. Productions working on a new video. Looking forward to it. Oh, Korean Cardboard, thank you very much. Yes, I love this shirt. I had mentioned earlier my wife got me this for my birthday from 8bitzombie.com, which is a really, really great site that makes like 80s and 90s themed merch. Really great website. Ooh, German in Venice talking about a movie where a spy at UCLA. And he wants to go to the locations. He can't think of the name of it. I can't think of what that is either, unless someone's already answered it here in the chat. That's really funny. Bill asked, is there a level where you will ride a lawnmower in a white leather jacket like in Can't Buy Me Love? There actually is on my Patreon, and it was meant as a joke. It's $1,000 a month because that is the fee in Can't Buy Me Love, $1,000. So it's $1,000 a month. But I said on my Patreon, if anybody's actually willing to pay me $1,000 a month, I will by all means go out and purchase a ride-on lawnmower and a leather, not a jacket, but the full white leather dress, and I will come mow your lawn, and you can throw red wine at me while I mow the lawn. That is no problem. But of course, I don't expect anyone to do that. But hey, you never know. There might be some wild rich person out there that just enjoys throwing wine at people, and that's fine. Ate at Tommy's today on Roscoe. Nice. The one right by the brewery. Have not been there in a really long time. Am I happy for Beverly Hills Cop 4? I don't know. Mixed emotions. We'll see. I mean, yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping it'll be good. I have been Korean Cardboard. I've been through Chicago. I've never really spent. I was there long enough to have dinner. We were passing through. We stopped and had some deep dish pizza, some Chicago style pizza. That was and kind of drove around on our way back to the freeway and saw some stuff. But I've never spent any real time there. Lester says, I just found you. What day are you live on Mondays? So I go live very sporadically. Unfortunately, there's no schedule. I'm not always live on Mondays. Sometimes I go on weekends. Sometimes I go at night. Sometimes I go in the middle of the afternoon. Typically, I go like around 7:30, but it's very sporadic. What is my favorite 80s band and why? That's absolutely impossible to answer, but my favorite artist of all time is Prince, and although Prince is timeless, he's definitely an 80s icon, so I guess you could count Prince as my favorite 80s artist if you would like, but he's just my favorite artist of all time. Huge Prince fan, and beyond that, I'm very much love Yaz, very much love the Go-Go's, Cyndi Lauper, New Order, Pet Shop Boys, Erasure, Madonna, so many. Yeah, it would be impossible for me to name one besides Prince. Stand By Me, a great movie. Definitely look forward to visiting those locations up in Oregon. Retroman Randy Savage, it was absolutely my pleasure. Thank you for watching. Hey Walter, how are you? I did have a good day so far. I hope you did as well. Oh man, Gotcha. I have not seen Gotcha forever. But that automatically makes me think of the old commercials with what's his name, Jim McMahon, with the Gotcha, the commercials for the Gotcha guns. If anybody remembers those, I think I posted one of them on my Instagram. which I meant to mention earlier. I said that we went to Halloween Horror Nights, and I did not make a video, but I did post some footage of, I posted some footage from my birthday of us going to Duran Duran and of the Killer Clowns maze and, oh, something else. But I posted that on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me. 80s Life Forever, the number 4. Finally watching a live stream as it happens. Cool. Glad to have you here. Happy belated birthday. Thank you so much, Mr. Zooks. Yes, my birthday and my son's birthday just passed, and we both had wonderful birthdays. Our birthdays are just a few days apart. Oh, Walter, thank you so much for that super chat. Very nice of you. I really appreciate that. Oh, and that reminds me, I got a couple of packages. I'm going to show the stuff probably on my next live stream. I wasn't prepared today. But yeah, I got a couple of things to show, some stuff that people sent me. And is Mr. Buttermaker in here? I have not seen him. But I think it was Mr. Buttermaker that sent some 80s Mad magazines for my son, because he had mentioned it in another live stream that he was going to do that, and then we received them. And so I want to say thank you. He was so excited to get those. And they came just a few days after his birthday, so that was really, really cool. He was so excited. Ooh, watching my White Man Can't Jump video on the big screen. Thank you very much. Oh, something happened here, and my chat like started back at the beginning. I'm going to jump out of here in a few minutes, but I want to try and catch up with some of your comments and questions. Quantum Leap, that's a great show. Haven't seen it in forever. I do like spicy ramen, but not too spicy. I can't handle really spicy. My wife likes it really spicy, and then she usually do like half the spice for me. The Garbage Pail Kids movie. Are you asking if I like it or if I'll do filming locations for it? I have an answer for both. Hey Derek, how are you? Oh, the Gotcha Blu-ray has new commentary. So do I like the Garbage Pail Kids movie? I think I talked about this recently. The Garbage Pail Kids movie is one of the worst movies ever made. But considering I am such a huge Garbage Pail Kids fan, I have to like it. I just have to. And it's so bad that it's entertaining at the same time. So yes, I do like the Garbage Pail Kids movie, but I recognize how terrible it is. And am I going to do filming locations for it? Is it something that I've already looked into? Maybe. And will more than 100 people watch it? Probably not, but that's okay. Hello in Oregon. Grew up in the Valley in the 70s and 80s. Cool. I never was a MacGyver fan. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was too young to... No, I don't know. Just never got into it. Yeah, exactly. Grew up with the cards, and as an adult saw it on DVD. It is so bad, it's a good movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have the DVD as well. What was my favorite skate video growing up? I would say growing up, it was a cross between Search for Animal Chin and Ban This. So with that, I'm going to. Uh-oh, I missed a. People are saying, Mike Petty, that's a great memory about Prince, but I missed it. I want to see what that. I want to see what the Prince memory is. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Here we go. Saw Prince's first show, 1981. They threw shoes at him and he walked off stage. Opening act for the Stones at the Coliseum. All right, yeah, I definitely know about that. That's a legendary, legendary thing. And the full story about that, which is really cool, was that's the only time that Prince has ever been booed off the stage like that. He was still pretty unknown, and he opened up for the Rolling Stones, and came out doing his thing that he did back then. Wearing women's underwear and not really anything else, and dancing around the stage. And they booed and threw shoes at him, and he left. And supposedly, Mick Jagger called him that night and told him, you're amazing. You have to come back. You're way too good to leave. You have to come back. And he convinced Prince to come back. And then Prince came back the next night and played, and everything somehow went smoothly the second night. I would think it would be the same reaction, but maybe he put more clothes on for the second night. I have that Cool as Ice Blu-ray. I didn't know anyone else had it. Hey, Love Pink Hello Kitty, how are you? Good evening, good to see you. Your Suzuki Samurai is mad clean. Thank you so much. I got some upgrades I'm going to do to that pretty soon when I have the time. And when I do, I'm going to make a short video of me doing the upgrades, because I know a lot of people have asked me to make another video about my Suzuki. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so like I was saying, I was about to get out of here, but then I got caught up in that Prince, the Prince story. Sorry, I'm reading and I'm trying to talk, and I'm losing track of what I'm saying. So one more really quick, another recap. If you haven't watched the White Men Can't Jump video, please go check it out. Also go check out my birthday Marineland Stranger Danger video. Both videos are up on my channel. There's some other new videos up there as well. I've been posting a lot more lately, and I should have another filming location video coming up this week, another Memories of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Thank you so much to German in Venice for stopping by the live stream tonight. And thank you all so much for your continued support and for being here. And that is it. I will see you. Good. I'm glad that we ended with someone saying you sound like Norm Macdonald. No, wait a minute. Valley Skate and Surf is gone. Oh my gosh. Is that true? Okay, so I keep starting to leave, and then people keep reeling me back in. So Valley Skate and Surf was my skate shop that I went to as a kid. One of my first videos I posted was a skateboard demo at Valley Skate and Surf in the early 90s. And oh man, I was always so excited. I was so happy to see that Valley Skate and Surf was still around, 30 years later. And I've featured it in my Valley videos. And the story about Valley Skate and Surf was, it was this mother and daughter that owned it. And one of the kids that worked there in the 90s, he purchased the shop from them, and he's been running the shop. And I did notice that he sold half of the shop. I think he sold it, and it became a massage place. And then so now Valley Skate and Surf was half the size. But I was always so, like, anytime that I was around Parthenia and Balboa, I would drive by Valley Skate and Surf. I would cut through the parking lot just to look at it, because I was so happy to know that it was always there. That breaks my heart to know that it's gone. Like, that really bummed me out. I will have to go out and see for myself in the next couple of days. Dang. Everything's going away. I always expect to hear you insult someone. Are you talking to me? Why do you expect to hear me insult somebody? That was our skate shop in the 80s. Yeah, it's, oh, man, what a bummer. You know, and I follow them on Instagram and I didn't even see them post anything about it. They hardly ever post anything. Well, yeah, sad, but life moves on. That is true, but you know, that's what this page is all about the stuff that we loved in the 80s and 90s and watching it disappear and kind of remembering it. Oh, okay, you expect to hear me insult somebody because I sound like Norm. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. All right, let me get out of here before I read any more sad news. Again, please go watch the new videos. Thank you again to German in Venice. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for your continued support, and I will see you all again on here very, very soon. Have a good night and have a good rest of your week.